iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted and league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Hello and welcome. We're live from USA International here on Remembrance Sunday. We're remembering people that have fallen not just in the Great Wars, but also in every battle and war ever since. A short video.
I've seen my own share of war. My family has seen every event. I served with my brother and sister. We fought on the shoulders of those before. I remember my friends alongside me. The ones still here, the ones who gave their life so we can live. Far away from here, my brother recalls a piece of Britain, a population invaded, islands retaken, and people freed. On our own streets of our own land, my father was there. Peace. A battle of cat and mouse on a testing ground. Unforgiving terrain, unlike anything before. The humidity, the rain, the jungles tested my great uncle. I've listened to my grandfather's legacy, retold by my father. I've heard how after victory in 44, with eyes wide open, he'd be back on that beach, awake but dreaming. 100 years ago the Great War ended. My great-granddad was in those trenches. He's not here to give his account, but he gave me, he gave us all, his future. I now teach my kids of the debt that is owed, of the respect we must show for those who did and didn't return. At 11 o'clock, with my right hand to cap, 2 minutes best spent. The deafening quiet, the ringing of nothing. Today, when the guns fall silent.
Well, we have got qualifying just getting underway right now. Let's get stuck into things and see how things are progressing right now. A lot of people choosing let's head out early. That's what we like, realistically. I'll tell you where we've got the likes of Kevin Irwin there on track. Decided to get out early. Mike Sorum's out first, though, setting the early pace in the 69 machine. Making no one go 7/10 faster there. Blind man driving. So we've got Thompson, Howard, and Ham. Girls onto track, and well, that's as mentioned, because everyone is well and done with qualifying. There is one of them. Well, as rightly pointed out, my beautiful language there, messed up by myself. We invented it for the world to enjoy. That they did. But still, stumble there, should we say. Everybody's favourite commentator. Well, what's this going to be from Thompson? Not looking looking good. Okay, green in the first sector, but not purple. That means he's not gone faster than Kevin Irwin. Building up, slaps the wall on exit. What's it going to be? Well, it's going to invalidate. Is it? No, it must have missed it because it's not invalidated it. Goes nearly 2/10 faster than Irwin. Second lap incoming. Coming in hot. Also getting underway. It's the ham sandwich himself, Jake Ham. Check on him very, very shortly. He's just got faster than anyone in sector 2, the second half of the track. And Thompson, well, as he crossed the line, did he improve? No, he didn't. He went slower. Ham looking strong. Could snatch this away. First half of the track, fastest of anyone as he cuts the time and being heads across the line. Well, that's good enough for pole, isn't it? 2 purples. Thompson demoted to second. Still set a time. So this guy, Jimmy Howard, invalidated his time on the first lap. That's why he's not appearing on the timing tab, but looking good right now. Let's crack open a cold one and enjoy this closing of the lap. No purples though, only green and green, so that's good enough for third, second row of the grid. And with the smaller grid tonight, we are looking like we are done and dusted here in qualifying. Still, someone populating the time, and well, there you go. Checker flag is out. Jake Cam getting his last few practice laps in as we transition across now into the race session. We can take you through. Oh, we still got a bit of Jake Cam on our screens. Let's see if we can displace that one and take you through your grid. There you go. Jake Cam starts on pole. Smoker, he can't get rid of his face. Thompson joining him on the front row. Howard and Irwin line up on row 2. Mike Sorum rounding out your grid. Right. Let's get stuck into this. Who is going to take victory? It's waiting for many people to take to the grid. Shake and bake, Jake Cam. You're not wrong there. I know a couple of members of our grid enjoy baking. Being baked more than the shaking part. Are you a shaker or a baker? Love to know in chat. Yes, can't forget the cheese either. Ham sandwich with cheese. I mean, each their own, really. Need a bit of Marmite or even maybe a piccalilli in with that. Spice it up a little bit. Well, we've got a little bit of time now, just for got around about 35 seconds left before we take the green and the pace car sets off. We'll not be setting the pace though. That'll be down to our leader, Jake Ham, when it pulls in. Will he be in the lead come turn 1, or is Thompson going to sneak one around the outside? Sometimes quite hard to start on that outside line. Just trying to keep, an eye on what the car on the inside of you is doing. Everyone on the grid. As we see two very displaced temporary sets of stairs there, randomly abandoned. And we're off. 110 laps here today, but they do come thick and fast. And who's going to take it? Well, remains to be seen. I didn't realise the US Air Force veteran. I'm going to remember all of our veterans in all of the wars, all of the forces across the globe who've died in the name of freedom. Remember Sunday in the UK, also observed a 2-minute silence on the 11th hour, 11th minute of today. So, well, we get stuck into things now. Business and pace car will be pulling in at the end of this lap. You can see that. We're right on board with one of our drivers. Let's pick Dan Thompson. I guess he lights that on the pace car. On board with Kevin Irwin of Bayview Shade and Blind. Make sure you check them out. But, ladies and gentlemen, with the pace car pulled in, let's get ready to go racing, and it's all gone wrong already for J-Cam. Was that contact? I'm not sure. And from pole to the back of the grid he goes. It's going to be a long old afternoon, of course. Cautions are available, but definitely not in that situation. It's going to be Thompson, Howard, Irwin, Soren and Ham. Already, Irwin just started to drop off a little bit. It's tough out there for Ham. So he tries to clear Soren on these low-speed, short ovals. Oh, so tricky. Of course, Ham just walked to victory 2 weeks ago here in XSLR. Irwin is. So I saw him around, but he saves it somehow. How did you manage that, Mike Soren? Cat-like reactions. Keeps himself in the game. Interesting, Ham setting the fastest lap. Well, that time's gonna, well, it will improve as we move into proceedings today, and already I'm looking to make a bit of a move here up the inside. Not hanging around against Kevin Irwin, right on the board with J-Cam right now. Needs to quickly clear Irwin, not with a bit of contact though. I think he could well be through. Yes, he is. Move done. Back up to third for Ham. But now he's going to make up 1.5 seconds, just shy of to Jimmy Howard to himself. Let's stay on the toes of Thompson. 6 tenths between those two. Let's have a little look back to the start, see if we can get you some replays of exactly how it all went down. At the green flag. So this is on board with Howard. Was there contact which pushed around? Here we go. Oh, if there was a bit of netcode that seemed to do it. Let's see if we can get a different angle on that one and fully affirm our thought process. Let's check this one out. Back from Howard right now. Back from Ham. Was there contact? I think there was a little bit too much mustard on that ham sandwich. That's also, while we were away looking at that, Irwin's had an incident out on track. Has not brought out the pace cars. Ooh, there's Howard up into the wall. Let's have a little look at how that one went down and see exactly. Oh, it just drifted up the track. Not paying attention whatsoever. And as for Kevin Irwin, so this did not bring out the pace car. He did not go yellow for this one. It's just me. Maybe he's found his way onto the grass. Oh, bang. Oh, how long was he stationary? Well, the answer to that, not long, because he jumped to the pits, so not long enough. Bring out the pace car. Thompson leads, but 1.4 seconds. So Hannah's making progress, and Thompson will be aware of that. Now, he can play this one of two ways. He can either keep trying to maintain the gap, keep pushing on, knowing full well that he'll be burning for his tyres. Sorum's had his own incident. We'll see if we can bring that very shortly. He's heading on the pit road, though, having just visited it, so not too sure what's happened to him. Oh, okay, so he was back up to speed. Oh, these 87s, they're so... Oh, that was nearly the perfect drift there. So nearly. So back to my conversational piece. Thompson, he had the two options of either pushing on to maintain that gap or even getting away from Ham, knowing that Ham will have burnt through some of his tyres getting through the field. However, he could also just back out of this one. Stephanie Howe saying, fine to groove Ham. He needs to find a good groove right now. He's closing, but that gap has sort of stagnated now, around about the 7/10 mark to Thompson. Closing down, just ebbing and flowing through the corners. Sorum coming back out of the pits. What does he elect to do? There he is. Could play a part in this story. With Thompson coming down low, that's just allowed Ham to really get up onto the back of these guys. So let's run on board with Jake Ham and see how this one plays out. Thompson right now, like the Elvis Presley song, is caught in a trap of Mike Sorum. You cannot get past him, and Jake Ham's closed it down to 3/10, shutting down the gaps against Thompson. You really get appreciation. Soft suspension setup on these cars. Just how bouncy it is out there. Practically, you know, these cars slapping on a waterbed. So these cars definitely not as agile as a water boatman, that's for sure. Bit of hesitancy there from Ham, although even more so from Thompson. Closing up the course, just rolling it in, and they've really got it nailed on. In terms of the tyre strategy at Ham last time out. It's completely and utterly unstoppable. Beautiful image there of Thompson and his dog, Lewis. His dog defecating there by the looks of things. Right now, it's the Sorum ahead. It's really defecated on this gap. And his ability to pull away. So, having been into the pits, will have taken fresh tyres, I would imagine. 23-second stop, possibly. Was that a little touch of the wall there for Thompson? It's up into the drone. Just looking across right now. These two titans of XSLR going head to head. Sorum moves up the track. That just allows Thompson through, and Ham dips back down again. Pace is definitely backed off, and I think Thompson just maybe used that opportunity just to, well, certainly Ham will have done, just to you know, cool those tyres down. Those right side tyres really, really do take a beating around here. Just moving through. Speed of that, one just coming to 5th race distance. Actually, in fact, we're exactly at it. 1/5 race distance complete. Yeah, USA International for season 8 of season 7 of XSLR. Where has the time gone? Where has the time gone? Now, if I was Jake Ham in this situation, just play it cool, play it calm. No need to worry. Still got a lot of racing to do. This part of the, you know, the race is just all about just getting through it. Just don't make any mistakes. Just burning down the clock. I'll tell you something for free. Yeah, it's definitely making Thompson's time uncomfortable. He'll be constantly checking in his mirrors just to see where Ham is. Whereas Ham has, well, everything in front of him, the track and Thompson, at his disposal. And secondly, a much wider exit. Bump drafting, well, more bump left drafting as Thompson saves that one somehow. How that did not end in disaster, I will not know. Well, that sliding is going to have put some heat into those tyres for Thompson. Oh, she's a spicy one right now for Thompson. Chevrolet. Very, very nervous at the rear end. And a much shallower entry there from Thompson. He's trying to dive in, turn the car and get on the power early, but electing to arc this one out a lot more comparison. The angle really, really showcasing there just the different lines being blew by these two right now. That's how into the pits. Coming in for fresh tyres, just well, we're approaching 1/3 race distance, so it's a viable time to come in. Of course, under green flag conditions, but this could be the chase for the lead as we head back to it. Thompson getting a loosey-goosey on the exit. Ham being tighter than one of his real estate negotiations. Thompson still keeping his foot in this, keeping his car alongside, not giving this easily up. Ham just in the end just able to swoop down and reclaim first place, of course. But still unsure whether it was netcode or just a genuine mistake as he lit up the sides to try and get away at the start. look at that beautiful face there of Jake Ham. It's just beautiful. He's rise back through the field. I can tell you, Jimmy Howard is back out and running again. It's cost him 2 laps. What sort of territory are we going to lose from pitting here? It's incredibly short oval here, short tracks. And certainly for these types of cars, really does keep you thinking. Certainly not like the likes of Talladega, where you just put your foot on the floor and don't really think about it too much. And Thompson dropping away 1.5 seconds the gap now. So you can look and see the gap really showcased here. Well, Jacob not even in camera shot. The fact there he is up the road. Thompson really falling by the wayside now. Well, this almost looking like a foregone conclusion in this early stage. As he pulls further and further away. But Thompson, well, he has no answer for this. Mighty Ham. Well, too much mustard on his sandwich at the start from that mistake, but right now he's piling on the condiments and all of the additional toppings. If this was a Subway sandwich, it's no basic ham sandwich. He's got the lettuce, tomatoes, I could have said that in American, olives, peppers, onions, sweet onions. It's even gone for it being toasted with cheese. I'd imagine. Or an Italian bread. You know, some of that Mediterranean flamboyance. Definitely some jalapenos on there. Really spicing things up. Now, good news for you race fans. If you'd like to make yourself some money, USA International have failed to renew their website address, which is bizarre. Well, effectively it's US Air Motorsports, that's how it looks like. USA International Raceway Motorsports.com. They've not renewed it, so if you want to purchase that domain and then so when they come looking for it, then offer it back to them at a price, then well, not advocating that such behaviour, but it is available to you as into the pits comes Thompson with some fresh rubber. This guy, in fact, was conceived due to an issue with the breakup of a rubber and does not want that to happen to his tyres before Ham gets away even further. Penetrates deep into this race. Jimmy Howard could well actually come past Thompson. That's how much time Thompson's lost. On pit exit, going to take a little while to get back up to speed. Where is Howard? Well, he's coming around 2 and 3 right now. Thompson back up to speed there. Goes Irwin. God, the outside there's going to prevent. It's not the best entry in Howard. I thought he was out of this equation, but I don't think he actually is. And oh, look who's in front of him. Yes, he's now a lap ahead. It's Jake Cam, but could follow his line and utilise him to catch up to Thompson. Interesting segue. In fact, we're seeing an improvement on Howard's lap times because of it too. That's what we like. That's what we like. Although Thompson, look at that. So last time around for Thompson, a 23 dead. These guys, Howard 24 dead, a 24 free for him. So 1.3 seconds faster is Thompson. And needs to really, wow, this isn't going to help Ham's situation whatsoever. A roadblock of Sorum and Irwin. We're going to make this free wide. Howard trying to dart his way through. I mean, looking for a bit of a slipstream off Irwin there. Probably not the best move. They just have to sort of check up a little bit. So let's right on board. With Howard. Soren moves high. That allows Ham through. Thompson just set fastest lap of the race, 22.9. And Howard, that pressure road, he can retard. He's able to get the power down much sooner compared to Ham, who's just grinding this one out. Oh, half race distance, 50 laps. Well, so, no, 55 laps will be half race distance, in fact. And by not coming in, this could be hampering Ham's race. Bring the Ham into hamper right now. The only thing I can possibly think is he's hoping Thompson will need to pit twice for tyres. I'm hoping he's going to be a one and done kind of man here. Fascinating strategy being played out here. It's going to keep us guessing this one. Where is Thompson? Well, as we look down, you see there's some dots just up in the top right corner. See the yellow of Jimmy Howard, where it's just coming across the bottom of the screens now. It's one Adam Thompson. That's lap times. Well, it is looking good right now in terms of Thompson's ability to shut this one down. Rein in Ham. But will the two-stop strategy be faster than the one-stop? Remains to be seen. Let's have a little look at some lap times, and we don't want that. That's not looking too good in terms of graphics. See how that gap has really ebbed and flowed. You see where Thompson pitted against Ham. So that is against Howard. Let's change that up a little bit. There we go. Still illustrating how the gap has ebbed and flowed. There are the lap times. Ham going slower. 7/10 in the last lap alone. One extra stop does cost you to the tune of about 53 seconds. Now that's true time because obviously you are transitioning through the pit lane at that stage, but the drivers out on the track are going at full chat. Into the pits come Irwin and Sorum for what's going to be their second stops of the day for them. Thompson continuing to close this gap down. Howard's really stayed on the coattails though. I mean, he does have newer tyres. As out of the pits comes Mike Sorum there. Kevin Elliott out on track. Where is he? So Ham's going to clear him relative ease, and Howard too. Howard still keeping himself in the fight here for second. Where is Thompson, I hit you ask? Well, there he is. 1.5 laps down, of course, being pitted. Gap 34.5 seconds to Thompson. I know what you're thinking, and that doesn't sound a great deal, but you put it into relative terms that drivers, well, Ham just completed a 24.4. Whereas Thompson, 23.95. Half a second faster again for Thompson. How much farther can Ham push this? I mean, just on fuel alone, I don't think he can get to the end. Is he going to elect to try and go the whole distance on this set of tyres? A splash and dash to get himself home. He does not have to change tyres as well. I think, oh, into the pits they come again. Comes Howard and comes Ham. Wow, just over half race distance from Ham. What's he going to do, though? We're going to see a change of tyres. Where is Adam Thompson? There he is, so coming around to unlap himself. How's the strategy worked? Well, if he doesn't need to stop again, yes, it has. Will Ham go for a set of rights, maybe? Now it's changing over to them right now. Where is Thompson? Coming round. This means he's going to take the lead. Is Ham going to go for a set of lefts? Yes, he is. So that's going to put Thompson well into a lead now. So that undercut working absolutely beautifully for Thompson. And as Ham heads out, Howard too. Now, there is 10 seconds between the pair of them. However, Ham has that much fresher rubber. 20 laps fresher, in fact. So based on that, with Thompson stepping on lap 43, we currently completed 64 laps. That would mean that Thompson, assuming he has the same stint length. In fact, so let's throw up a bit of pit strategy right now. You can really see it. That would mean that Thompson, well, and instantly Ham, fastest lap of the race, not hanging around now as he hunts down Thompson. Well, that's going to mean that Thompson's going to stop on lap 83. Whereas, well, if Jake Ham, well, that would put him on 124. Well, we're only doing 110 laps. Looking like we're going to go green the whole way. I mean, if we have a yellow now, then that is it. Game over for Thompson. Potentially, this real strat then would be. Let's just come on in. Gap down to 6.8 seconds. As Ham lapping a second faster than Thompson last time. Pushing and pushing hard right now. You can see basically the length of the back straightaway is the distance between these two guys. As Thompson dives into turn one, just emerging under the dangerous logo in the top right corner. Came Jake Ham. There goes Thompson into free. And that gap closing down to 4.8 seconds now. Thompson feeling the pressure. Oh, someone's had an incident. Someone's had an incident. I've heard tires smoke and squeal. Who was it? It's Sorum. This is surely, yes, there's the yellow. There is the yellow, folks. Well, Thompson surely has got a pit now for rubber. But then Jakeham's surely going to do the same thing. It's going to fully neutralise it between the pair of them. Stephanie Ham saying, go Ham, close the gap. Well, he doesn't need to now. But this is in Ham's hands because Thompson will surely pit. Whereas Ham, well, he can keep going. But then on the flip side of that, Thompson will have the newer tyres. Only just, I mean, 9 laps difference in it. Does Ham elect to cover off Thompson? His initial pace early on, it was absolutely tremendous. And there you go, there's your answer. How it stays out, looking for the lucky dog. He will get it between himself and, well, I think Sorum's still in the pits, so I think he could well be out. So Howard must have, yes, he has the lucky dog. This is surely going to be tyres for these two drivers. No fuel required, certainly for Ham. But the race to get out pit road is on. Oh, and it's as close as you like. Thompson gets the jump. He did come in first. Apparently it's not the only time he's come first. I've got good information, but it happens regularly. Not that sort. No, you dirty people. I mean in racing conditions. Terrible mind. Terrible mind, so many of you. Oh, and into the pits now. He's gone for a change of tyres, although he is 3 laps down. Actually, 4 it's going to be by the time these pit stops roll through. So we're in for a straight fight now. Ham versus Thompson. Fresh tyres apiece. Howett is... well, still 1 lap down. Although he appears, so I would imagine he's going to surely get the wave by here. Which will definitely put him onto the lead lap. Although he looks like he's been asked to let the leaders through. So he's going to be just 1 lap down. Oh, as through comes Erwin. Yeah. And lapping himself. He's standard green here. There's the Bayview shade and blind caution period extends into lap 75. So thanks to cyber and data protection.co.uk. If you want to keep all of your businesses data protected, business secure, then make sure you check them out. So lights off on the pace car. It's going to be in this lap. Who gets the jump? I'm in that tricky second place. And Thompson goes early, lights them up. Ham, much more cautious getaway this time. But we're green, we're racing once again. Here from USA International. Thompson looking strong to, well, sorry, 4 tenths, but in front. of Ham, and already these two starting to pull away from Irwin. Yet again, he's just showcasing that line from Ham. A lot more gentler with his tyres. That's a lot of the reason why he was able to carry on so deep onto lap 62 in this race compared to lap 43. Was it for Thompson? 41, maybe? I'm trying to remember. It goes through in the blink of an eye. This is track in Wisconsin in the USA. Sharonau, to be precise. I believe I pronounced that correctly. Now, what can we find out about the fair town of Sharonau? Sharonau? Either way, let's see what we can find out, folks. Well, good news is that, well, apparently, according to myself, it will take me 14 hours and 43 minutes flying from Birmingham International Airport in the Midlands in the UK, my local international airport. It's currently around about 45 minutes drive from my home. Well, according to good old Wikipedia, it's pronounced Shawnau in Shawnau County. Currently sitting with a population of 9,200, slightly down from the last census in 2010, where it was 9,300. Still 1,000 more from 2000, where the year 2000, that is where it was 8,200. So you can see this county and city is increasing in population in the rural heartlands of the country. Realistically, the median household income is $31,500. The median income for a family was $41,200. There's the male versus female there, which shows you the pay disparity here. Median income is $30,700 for men, whereas $19,900 for females. Per capita for the city was 17,300. There we go. And about 8.9% of families and 9.9% of the population live below the poverty line. And that's all we can tell you about that city. Well, lap 86, folks. Grinding this one out. And again, look, you can just see where Thompson's just got his lines all wrong here. He's out when he should be in, and in when he should be out. And Ham knows this full well. Playing the gentle game. Seeing this one through. Love to, if you're watching at home, just drop us a message. Let me know where you're listening in from. Watching in from. Either. Getting towards the business end now. Fast approaching 20 laps remaining. Time to get really thinking about how we're going to play this one out. See how Ham's really squaring off the coolers there to get the power down early. Whereas Thompson runs in and creates more of a V shape. It's V for victory. Flip that V upside down, looks more like an N, and nothing is what he could end up with here. It feels like Jake Ham is just playing with Thompson right now. Take this opportunity just to have a little look in on. And there he is. Visor on. Bit of a Buzz Lightyear themed costume going on here. See right into his crotch there. Thompson, oh, out wide. This could be, it's where we see the move coming on. Right around the outside of us, we get alongside Thompson, where you see into his cockpit around, practically see the whites of his eyes as we look across. And all the up and under, hesitant on the throttle, Ham has to back out of it. Again, looking for this around the outside move. Let's get the feeling. This is when, not if, from Ham. A lot more gentler into the corners from Ham. Thompson seems to just fire it in. There we go, and fired it in maybe a little bit too hard. Leaving to fight another day, but it's just opening the door for Ham. Aaron, Scooter... Scooter? Oh, my scooter is faster than yours. But I see you're used to being second place. Well, led for a lot of this race, in fact, as Ham. Thompson seemed like the more vulnerable of the two, I'd say. And dare I say, Ham more the favourite, despite being in second place. Comfortable though is Thompson. So we're down to 10 to go here from USA International in Wisconsin. Brake discs glowing. And right around the outside, is he going to get the move done? I think this is looking good, but Thompson on the power sooner. Ham having to back out of it. Has a look to the inside, just reminding Thompson, I'm still here. You haven't lost me. Don't you worry. This comes down to who has looked after their tyres more. Is it Thompson? Is it Ham? Well, if it's a tyre conservation race, oh, squirrely on the exit is Thompson as he gets the power down. But Ham is surely going to be a victor on that one, having lasted 20 laps more in comparison to Thompson. Before we saw our first yellow, back on lap 71. Well, it's lap 70, technically 71 was when these two visited pit road together. Got fresh tyres on the 3 sets available to our drivers. Both of these two. 103. Still close as you like between the pair of them. Quarter of a second, in fact. Thompson just looks so vulnerable right now. NASCAR spitting flames. A fire-breathing dragon breathing down Thompson's neck. Time is running out. That clock is ticking down, and it's ticking down fast. 105, we've got 5 to go. Here from USA International. Season 7 of XSLR. Round 3. So, only one more round left of the oval section. And who's going to claim it? So, a slight mistake from Ham there. Just going to give Thompson that bit of breathing space, or is he opening the corner up more to get on the power? But he needs to be closer than that on these short track ovals to get the move done. The virtual fans, you can see them, they are on their feet. They want to witness exactly how this one pans out. Across the line, 3 to go. Ham closing, but he's not close enough. He's going to take a mistake from Thompson. Did he skim the wall then? If he did, he got away with it. And it's as close as you like it. This is the time for Ham to strike. Is there going to be a gap there? Come turn 3. No, there's not. Thompson likes to lunge down low early. And he says to Ham, if you want to pass me, you've got to do it the hard way, right around the outside. But he's squarely on exit. He's shallow on the exit. That allows Ham to pull alongside here. Try to sweep his way round. Opening the corners up, almost dirt oval style, to get the power down. But just Thompson is slow off the exit. Ham has no answer. White flag in the air. 1 to go here. Who's going to take it? Will it be Ham? Will it be Thompson as Ham pulls alongside here? Side by side. Through 1, through 2. Ham will have the momentum around the outside, keeping Thompson pinned down low. And he moves into the lead, but Thompson's going to retake it as they still remain side by side, the pair of them. Who's going to get this one out of the final turn for the final time? And the run to the line, is it going to be Thompson? Yes, it is. By 700ths of a second. Look at that. What a finish. What a finish. Well, Ham in the end. Oh, the big bad wolf against the 3 pigs. They got to the brick house. That was Thompson. And he huffed and he puffed. So the fireworks go off, but he could not blow that house down. He could not get past Thompson. And well, Thompson is your victor here today. Donuts on the start-finish straight. Congratulations, Adam Thompson. Looked like he threw it away early on. But let's have a little look back for that white flag lap. How it all panned out. Well, it all look good. I'll tell you what, let's go on board with Ham and see how it's just alongside Thompson. Got his note in front due to that angle, but Thompson's just coming back alongside. And Ham just could not get the power down. And oh, Int'l was trying at the run to the line. Loose on exit. Wow. What a finale. He's doing donuts. He's happy. Should have a bit of a chat to some of our drivers. Let's head across, see who sat there waiting. Well, he was second in the end. Jake Ham joins us now. Jake, I mean, well, what can we say? What can we say, my friend? You know, looked good early on, but I mean, Adam Thompson in the end just kept you pinned after that last cautionary period. And, well, we just couldn't seem to find a way through.
Yeah, I waited too long. I was trying to kind of save up the tires, let him drive it in super hard, and I just waited a couple laps too long there, and should have just gave it a shot a little bit sooner. But I gotta say, it was a blast. I mean, my blood pressure's up a lot, and I'm sweating buckets, man. That was a good race in there at the end.
It was, in the end, a 700ths of a second between the pair of you. Comes down to that last lap. Let's just, we'll talk about it again, we'll talk through it, relive it again. I mean, finally, you get yourself alongside coming into turn one. Did you want to be on the outside, or would you prefer to have been on the inside?
Definitely would have rather been on the inside. That's why Adam, he told me during the race, he's like, "You're not going to do it to me again." The last time I got around him, I rung it wide, dove it down, was able to get by him, but he knew what was going to happen. So taking it around the outside is really difficult. I mean, you need some tires, and both him and I burned him up, and so he did. He ran it really smart, stayed down low along the line, and made it a lot more difficult for me. So kudos to him for winning.
And in terms of tire conservation and such, like, I mean, God, I mean, if we'd gone green all the way, you look good for that. And having stopped on lap, I think it was 63, was the first time that you stopped. So you're well over half race distance. I mean, when you saw Adam pit so early, were you? I mean, surely you must be feeling incredibly confident at that stage of the race.
Yeah, there for a little bit I was nervous because of how much time Adam gained, but then I completely forgot the distance of the race. And so I was like, oh, I'll definitely get it back on to him at the end. I think I had a good strategy there. But honestly, it started to feel like an F1 race there. I mean, he pitted early, catching up a ton of time. I was losing a ton of time to him. And so it would have been really interesting to see it play out, on the different strategies that we had there.
I definitely would have done indeed. And, well, commiserations in some way, congratulations in others, because it's still a second, still keeps you with... Are you in the championship fights? I mean, still a long season ahead.
Yeah, it keeps me, I think, up top. We'll have to look at the points there again, but it is nice to be in the runnings. I got to take full advantage of these races before we get into the dirt, because the dirt section's a lot more difficult for me. So I need all the points I can get right now.
Definitely. Jake Ham finished second today. Well, we've got Jonathan Grabowski in the chat. Great to have you on board, my friend. And, well, let's have a chat to another one of our drivers. Who shall we speak to next? Let's have a little bit of a look, see who's sat there waiting. Well, that is going to be our race winner here today. Sort out the correct graphics. Slight issue there. There we go. Race winner joins us, but only just by 700ths of a second. Well, how tight were you clenching there, Adam Thompson?
Very tightly. A big old shout out to Jake for racing me clean. And I mean, yeah, that was, I don't know how I won it, to be honest. I was just trying to take his line away the best I could and hoping he wasn't going to get a run. I saw him keep trying to pull those over-under moves on me, and I was just trying to steal those away when I could. It was basically a guessing game every time I drove into a corner, because you had to pick your line before you got there, obviously, with these heavy things. So just guessing where he was going to go to try to take that line away from him, and it worked. But massive shout out to Jake. Kind of upset that that yellow came out, because it would have been a crazy strategy battle as well. Maybe the first one ever in XSLR, but the yellow came out, so it that didn't quite work out. But man, that was a lot of fun. And who says you can't have fun with 5 cars?
Well, yes. I mean, were you nervous about it? I mean, let's assume we had gone green the whole way. I assume you would have had to have stopped 2 times in total because you stopped around about lap 40, didn't you? Which is what, just over third race distance.
Yeah, no. So I have the same overlays you're using, actually. So I had, we knew we're running a 55% race for fuel to force a pit stop. So 55% of these cars is 12.1 gallons. So the second I got under 6 gallons left in the vehicle, I saw, that my fuel at the end was going to be around 0, which is what I wanted. So I came in and filled it all the way up and put fresh tires on it. So that was it for me. I was good to go until the end of the race when I stopped. But the biggest thing was going to be the tires. So I tried to get as much of a gap as I could, knowing Jake had to come in and hoping a caution didn't come out. And it didn't until the green flag pit stops had all cycled through. But again, when we both had to go, we both went in for fresh tires there at the end. So none of that mattered.
But let's talk about those pit stops. I mean, it was tight as you like getting out of the pit road first. A real scramble. I mean, did you try to deliberately just drive straight out rather than pulling out into the true pit lane just because of worry that Jake Ham would have been out in front of you?
He would have been out in front of me if I did that, and that's something that iRacing needs to fix as well. I exploited a definite glitch there, and I know why they haven't done that, because they don't want people running into each other in the pit boxes, but if we're being honest, Jake should have started on the pole there. But yeah, I had to drive straight out. That was my only chance. They dropped the car, and I put it into second gear, and I tried to haul ass. And I thought he still had it. I didn't know who had it until we crossed the commitment line, the blue cone at the end of the pit lane.
And talking about starts as well. Right at the start, when you saw him bin it after lighting up the rear tires when we went green for the very first time this evening. I mean, surely that might have felt like a big weight off your shoulders watching him drop to the back.
No, it wasn't, because I knew he'd be back. He was clearly the fastest car on the track, clearly the fastest driver. When it comes to super speedways, it's kind of anybody's guess on who's going to win them, but Jake is by far the best driver we have in these short ovals. But I knew he was going to be back, and thank you to him again as well. When he spun, I got a black flag for passing the leader before the start-finish line. But he said, go ahead and clear it. But he started in first. Speaking of the starts, I heard him downshift the second before it went green, and I was like, ooh, this is either going to work out really well or really bad. Worked out bad for him, but you know what? He got back up there at the end, and goddamn, did we have a good battle.
Well, to quote Chumbawamba in their song Tub Thumping, I get knocked down, but I get up again, because you're never going to leave me down. But even so, yeah, that's lost on you, because that song never clearly made it across your side of the pond.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. Classic track. Classic British dance track, that one. Absolutely iconic. But congratulations, Ann Thompson. A race winner.
One second. Before you kick me out here, I'm going to give a shout out to you for putting the wrong Veterans Day video in the intro of the broadcast.
It's Remembrance Day, a British tradition, and it was there.
So thank you for that.
Yes, no problem.
It was good. Also, hey, Raymond, if you're watching the stream, thanks so much for tuning in. And obviously, thanks to my wife. But thank you so much, Tim, for commentating on 5 cars.
That's no problem. We have a great finish like that. It's made all the easier. Race picture here today, Adam Thompson. But wow. Well, what have we just witnessed here today? Car abandoned on the track. That's what we witnessed. Jake Ham saying in the chat, America. It's not wrong there. I feel like we should have a bit of music. Let's do this. So here we go. There we go. Someone cue the music. And think about what we've just witnessed. So we went green. And Jake Ham bins it. But that wasn't the story of the race. As I said, he got it back up. And he passed everyone. First off, it was Mike Oram, followed by Kevin Irwin. And they got stuck for a while behind G. Howard. But he wasn't done. Because eventually, he got past the 37. But then it was hammer time. To close the gap to Adam Thompson, who pitted early. Looked like we had two strategies going on. But Ham kept his tyres cool, kept his nerve cool, all the way to lap 60. But then, just to add a bit of spice into things, the yellow was called. Mike Soren putting it in the wall. And Thompson and Ham both headed to pit road. They put on a fresh rubber. And that then meant that it was a dogfight to the finish. Ham kept on his tail. It was 3/10 the gap for so much of this. Ham just winding down the clock, waiting for Thompson to make a mistake. But it never came. You could see the pressure that Thompson was under. But he was infallible. And then we came down to the last lap. White flag was in the air. Thompson headed across the line, but Jake Ham pulled alongside him. Who was it going to be? Well, Thompson pinned him there for pretty much the entirety of the last lap. But they're down the back straight away. Ham comes alongside, but it wasn't enough. The run to the line came in, and Thompson won it by 0.7 of a second. Here on Remembrance Day in the UK, it was a race and a finish to remember. I've been Tim Cox, and this has been XSLR. Thank you very much, and good night.